Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Bearded Beer Mafia. We're here to tell the world about Idaho beers and the breweries that serve them.
Yeah, hi, I'm Eric. Basically, I'm the newbie when it comes to beer. I've only been drinking for about 2 years. My first real beer besides a Corona was a Blue Moon at my high school reunion, and I enjoyed it. So I started drinking beer. I thought foolishly enough that was craft beer. Blue Moon. It is not. And then I started getting into other beers, and so but I still like wheat flavored beers, light, fruity type beers.
All right, I'm Chad. I'm kind of a newbie too. I've been drinking for a while, but I don't know how long. But like Eric, I kind of stuck with the go-to Coors weedy stuff. I traveled a little bit, so I got a little bit of flavor from other countries, and I stuck with that. But those were pretty tame stuff. I just got into the craft brew scene about 1.5 years, 2 years ago.
Name's Josh, aka Hiedeman Hyde. Then I started to hear about this craft brew scene and what's an IPA and an APA and all these acronyms that I had no clue meant what it meant, and I had to.
Still don't.
I still don't. Yeah, I'm still learning. Yeah, we're learning about the beer scene, but I really fell in love with kind of the Idaho beer scene specifically and what they had to offer. And there's a lot of breweries popping up, and the Boise area specifically has had tremendous growth in the craft brew scene. So I really got interested in that, and that's kind of my story of where I'm at today. I've been trying craft brew for few years now as well. So,
well, my name is Lee, the Sandman, and kind of how I got into beers was back in '95. There was a local brew maker place in Garden City, and so I went and checked that out, and got to learn about microbrews. And there's restaurants at that time around here that were doing that just started to get into the Boise area, and so I really got into it. My favorites are like porters, dark beers. Because they're dark and sexy like me.
Do we want to pour our first glass while we introduce the
I'd say we get the beer going.
Yeah.
We want to talk about Highlands Hollow today.
Why did we select these guys?
So Highlands Hollow.
I'm just going to pour myself.
In the Boise area, not Idaho specifically, but they're the oldest brewery in the Boise area. So we thought it'd be a great opportunity to pay homage to the godfathers of the Boise area beer. And
beers you don't like
craft brew scene. So that's kind of how we chose Highlands Hollow as our first featured location. Whoa, got to save some for Lee. I don't think this was evenly poured here, but yeah. There you go. So this beer we're pouring here, what do we call this one?
So this is the ginger wheat.
The ginger wheat.
Yeah. So kind of our expectation of this, I guess, is it's going to taste like ginger.
You think?
And probably a little wheat.
Where do you get that idea?
I don't know.
That's the level of our explanation of beer. Well, it's probably going to have some ginger flavor, maybe a little weedy. It's an F, right? Highlands Hollow, please call us out if we're misquoting anything on this. But anyways, an homage to Highlands Hollow. They've been around for quite a while. There's a lot of history behind the place. They serve great food. It's an amazing atmosphere. I guess we could go into that.
Yeah, you want to talk about the atmosphere?
Sure, I'll talk about the atmosphere. All right, I thought it was a great atmosphere. I mean, it's
I'm going to drink.
There's pillars that line the ceilings, and the pillars, not peelers. The pillars were, no more for me. I had one sip and I'm gone. I'm a lightweight. Okay, so the pillars were actually originally from the Boise State Stadium. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Some history there.
Football stadium?
The football stadium. That's what I've heard. Somebody told me that.
That's what their website says. It's full
might
legend.
be myth, it might be legend. Yeah.
They've got a beer with just beer cans. They've got a wall with merch. They have TVs up. Lots of good food. Lively atmosphere. On Wednesday nights they have live music.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of coasters hammered up through the walls on the beams, and it's kind of cool. Again, showing the history of beer in general. They've got the cans lined up on a beer wall, which is really cool. We'll post some pictures of that on our blog or our website, beardedbeermafia.com.
They got a fireplace right in the middle.
Boom!
During the winter.
It's really cool.
Seats around the fireplace.
Yeah.
So you can grab your beer and sit right next to the fire.
So we want to talk about the beers that they have on tap. So they got 14, right? Recipes that they use.
Yeah, nine taps, right?
9
At
taps.
any given time, plus a cider tap, which right now is Meriwether cider.
I don't know. They had, the ones we're tasting today is ginger wheat, hippie shake, which is IPA kind of, right? We got brass lamp, which is a brown ale. We got spoon. A Saint Nan.
Bonnie Saint Nan.
Bonnie Saint Nan. And we had like spoon tongue, which is a blonde. They had Thunder Monkey. What was that?
That's a bitter IPA.
Bitter IPA.
Yeah.
They had
Full
Moon, which is a stout. We actually wanted to get that, but it was a nitro, right? So they couldn't pour it in the
nitro. This is the first place I heard that nitro just doesn't work for growler fills, and it makes sense. Not to mention when you pour a glass of nitro, it just looks pretty. It's all super cloudy and to start with, and then you see the tiny bubbles rise to the top, and you get a nice creamy head on those nitros. So stouts are, on a regular what you'll find on nitro, and then some tricky blondes and things of that nature.
And next time we hit up Highland Hollows, we'll have to make sure we hit that one, maybe on
For sure, and
or some of the other beers that I.
well, I don't know, man. We should look it
Wasn't
up.
there an I don't know beer? IDK?
Oh yeah, IDK.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I don't know.
That's what I meant to say. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. How about an IPA? That's another seasonal right
Yeah,
there.
that was one of my favorites. Is the IDK, which is shocking because I don't generally like IPAs, but really enjoyed that. So if you don't like IPAs, you still have to try that one. Don't rule an IPA out until you've tried it. What do we want to talk about? The ginger wheat that we have in front of us. That
Yeah,
is almost killed off.
What's left of the ginger?
Oh, what do you guys think? Does it
Like the color.
taste gingery?
Yeah, it's
It looks
pretty.
beautiful. I personally don't like a big head on my beers. I like to taste my beer, not the foam on the first drink.
That's where you get that aroma.
Yeah, but
I like
Okay.
some people like that. It's all personal preference.
I like just a nice. I don't want to have to fight through the foam to get to the beer, but I like it when it's a little creamy, a little frothy at the top. Which
Personally,
this is now settled
I
down.
like a lot of foam because it gives you aroma. Plus, with my dirty beard mustache I have going on here, it kind of looks like I'm really getting into it. Not to mention, nobody
So you like
wants
it.
to drink my beer after my mustache has been dipped in that.
Can I try that beer?
No, yeah, so I don't have to share
There's
my beer
whiskers
that way.
floating in your beer.
I really like this beer. I mean, the flavors that I get right off the bat, obviously ginger and wheat, but I'd say the ginger stands out a little bit taller than the wheat.
Do you smell banana at all?
I don't.
Banana.
I might need to get those checked, but no banana.
Yeah, I'm not catching
What's the different ways of smelling you? You got the Passover. I don't know. Or you just drink it.
Yes.
Dip your beard.
So yeah,
You dip your beard, then you
So-
drink it out of the beard.
yeah, there's all kinds of and not to
There's a place for,
yeah, we're not experts here at all. I think we've mentioned that before, but we're trying to dip into all that. What is the right technique? Where did this beer come from? What's the history behind it? Hopefully, as you guys travel with the Bearded Beer Mafia, you guys can learn with us or teach us as well as you're watching our show. Comment on what on our show, our blog, whatever. Just let us know because we want to learn.
Yeah.
That's what we think is part of the adventure of the craft beer scene, is just really growing
Our knowledge of it.
our knowledge,
But not from
understanding.
a hoity-toity, oh, I really smell, notes of cedar.
Yeah. Maybe someday we'll get there, but I honestly don't know if I want to be there.
So I've been into wine for quite a while, and I can pick up notes, but I hate that hoity-toity, even when I go to beer or wine and cheese parties, that person that's like, oh yeah, definitely the oak, and I'm just like, you do not, stone fruits. You read that on the label. Come on, not a sommelier.
I had a cedar.
Tastes like grapes. Come on.
Yeah, on the front end, I got your front end right here, jerky.
The same goes with beer. It's like
I was aging the oak barrel for 10 years.
Yeah, it reminds me of drinking. You guys ever had those Moscow mules?
oh yeah,
The ginger
yep.
and the,
That has a ginger beer with
Oh, that's a good
vodka.
comment right there, right?
Reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm
It's
smelling
almost
that
if you
ginger.
took like a really light, like super light Hefeweizen and poured like 2 ounces of ginger ale into it.
Right. Yeah.
Just a splash of
Just a
ginger ale.
splash, yeah.
nothing-
It's not
Ginger is
overwhelming.
overpowering.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying.
No.
I mean,
Tell the
you can
ginger's
taste it.
there. But I love
I'd say
ginger
in
ale.
Moscow,
so,
yeah. Good pick on that, Lee. I like it.
So I like ginger. I like wheat. I like this beer. While he's chugging now, we're gonna go off to our next one, which is
The Hippie Shake.
the Hippie Shake.
How do you know that, Eric?
I just know.
Show 'em our secret.
I just know our beer. What? That's a
Show 'em our secret.
This is high
Secret
quality
what?
production.
We just know what's in the bottle. Yeah, this is our
Hippie Shake.
pro way of knowing what we're drinking.
All right, here we go. And we're not fancy. I'm not gonna clean out the glass from the ginger, so we're just gonna pour.
Ooh, look at that. It's a little darker than most IPAs. there.
That's what I was thinking too.
Not much head on it at all.
As I said, I had some
I can definitely smell the
beer left in
ginger.
my mustache.
Oh, it
I'm
does.
getting some ginger in
A
here.
lot of ginger, a
Hey,
lot of wheat.
cleanse the palate.
Wait, this is not a wheat beer. This is an IPA, right, Josh?
Dude, Lee, look at these guys. They drink
Oh, man,
a third of the
light.
beer.
Lightweight.
You and I, no wonder why it took
Yeah.
me so long to
My goodness.
finish my beverage.
So this is an IPA, Josh. This is
So I'm
kind
gonna
of
get
your
He accused us of taking too much last time, and now he's accusing us of not taking enough.
yeah.
I think we're good. That's a fair head on
All right, with the next
Yeah,
one.
I think it's such a head on yours, man. I need
What
to
you
pour
got?
faster.
You got to pour it like a pro. I've got
Yeah.
more
Yeah, I'm the
experience than
newbie.
you,
I
apparently.
did pour it like a pro.
Oh, like a Chad
Freak.
See,
Oh man, that's.
Oh, I'm definitely getting a beer.
yeah,
Beer.
I smell beer too.
I definitely picking up on
Are
some
you-
sort of alcohol content in this
Are
beverage.
you picking up that note
I think
too?
there may be hops and water in
As
it.
I'm
Lots of
watching.
beer. Lots of beer.
I have ginger wheat left over in my mustache here that I've been launching at Lee.
Just add some
When I-
flavor. See, smelling it.
Yeah.
I smell the hops, but tasting it, I can taste the malt. Not like
I'm getting like a little bit of sour musky,
The sour,
musky smell.
That's
It's almost like
great way to promote. I'm tasting a little bit of sock in this.
it's not sock. It's almost like
But
No,
it's
that's,
just
like your grandma's basement.
that's not what I'm saying.
is that any better?
I love my grandma's basement. How dare you?
So
Grandmother lived
come to
in
Highlands Hollow and try
Your
some
grandma didn't have
dirty
a
sock
basement.
and
Hey, I didn't say every beer was going to be a
So what do you
It
guys think
tastes-
though?
tastes great. Tastes great.
Yeah, no, I like it.
But it's like, I mean, when you have like a good, scotch, it tastes musky.
I get what you're
smells,
saying now.
smells musky.
Yeah.
And that's a flavor.
And I don't know why socks came to mind when you said musky.
I said grandma's basement. You said socks. Apparently grandma's basement had socks. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Are they
it
holy socks?
makes me think of a meadow with flowers.
A meadow?
I'm trying to think of something better than socks and musky
I'm
basement.
not picking
No,
on
so-
meadow with flowers.
I'm not.
Like daffodils, tulips. What are you thinking? Well, I definitely like the taste better than the smell.
Yeah, the
But
taste.
the only reason why I didn't like the smell, I mean, I shoved my nose in there and took a big draw of it. I wouldn't normally do that when I'm just enjoying a beer?
I've been having a lot of like really citrusy, aromatic IPAs, and this is not one of them. But there's definitely kind of a bitterness aftertaste to it, but not like super heavy. So like Hippie Shake, I think they consider this their bitter beer. But even on the scale of IBUs, which that's a whole different conversation on the IBUs. What's that stand for? Anybody?
International Bitter Units.
Business units.
Business.
Bitter. Bitter.
Get that business. So yeah, international bitter units. There's some misconceptions about that number, that the higher it is, the more bitter it's going to be, and it's really not that way. I mean, there's a balance to it. If you have a lot of sugars in the beer, that's going to take away some of the bitterness. Don't quote me. That's bro science.
You have to do this when you're talking like that.
The sugars.
Not wearing my hat.
Because the alcohol content.
I don't have my skull cap on, man. That's David.
Josh, you're falling behind again. Come on.
You guys are.
You keep talking. Just shut up. Drink.
You're saying something, Lee?
Stop talking about IBUs and drink.
Well, speaking of IBUs, would you guys say that
See, he's still not drinking when
is
he's
average?
or talking.
What is the IBU?
I don't know.
IBUs. 51 IBUs and a 6.9% ABV. So
yeah, that's really
okay.
not high.
We're gonna pull back the curtain here, and rich, full-bodied, and extremely flavorful. The huge hopping rate helps balance the multi flavors of this very popular brew. Truly a flashback in a glass, according to their website. And this is one of their more popular beers on tap. They pretty much don't swap this one out at all. We're moving on.
Since you're
All
not
right.
Moving on without
I'll put
you,
it
Josh.
down, but maybe I'll put it in the show notes. Maybe not.
All right,
Being
all
honest.
Right.
We're just going to skip Josh because he's still working on. He's still working on the
Falling
ginger
behind
beer.
here. Pardon me. Again, I finished off all of their flights.
No,
They
mine. I
couldn't
finished
handle
mine off.
Yeah.
These two guys.
And I did order only one flight. So,
And you didn't even like the blonde.
I like blondes.
Did you like that
I mean,
blonde?
and brunettes.
Sorry, Sheila.
Are we talking about?
About the blonde beer.
Oh, my wife's right behind the camera.
Shooting you daggers.
You got some blonde highlights, man.
All right, what do we got here?
This is the brown ale. This is the.
This is your favorite, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the brass lamp. This was my favorite.
As your Scotch ale guy.
I'm a Scotch ale guy, but this is a pretty good brown ale.
Seriously, this is what I have left. No wonder I'm a slow drinker. Here.
Well, of course, don't have.
Sorry to interrupt, Chad, but I'm gonna pour my beer.
So by the end of the video, we're gonna be fine, and Josh is gonna be smashed.
Oh my.
Very malty, no hop. Well, I mean, there's hops in there, but not a lot of hops. Very sweet.
All right.
Yeah,
this
this
is
even
the.
had some
What was this one?
caramel.
Brass lamp brown
Yeah.
ale.
Yeah.
Brass lamp right there. Joe, you want to rate it?
4.9.
Oh yeah, it says it's a 4.9, so it's not very heavy.
Can you read that?
I'm gonna kill you. No, dark brown rich ale with
Murder was
a complementary hop character, roasted undertones and smooth, clean finish. And I definitely agree with that. There's not a lot of bitterness, very smooth, clean finish.
Did you mention the ABUs?
Yeah, 4.9.
No, that's the
The ABV.
IBUs.
The IBUs,
30.
not the ABUs, but the IBUs are 30.
The ABUs, did you say?
If it was an ABV of 30, I'm down.
Alcohol by units.
Okay, I'm definitely getting like roasted caramel.
There's definitely caramel flavors in that.
Almost smell like campfire marshmallows. For some reason, that's what it makes me think of. Like, this would be great
Very
with a
sweet.
s'more.
Some more what?
Maybe
So pair brass
some more beer.
with some more
There you
beer.
go, some more beer. This is great with some more beer.
Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of caramel.
It's definitely very sweet beer.
Yes. Well, I really like this one, because I taste a lot of the malt, has the caramel in there. And then when I drank basically all of it, but when it was up there,
You killed me.
yeah.
We have
But had-
some left. by the way.
Sure. You put it to sleep, all right?
Myth.
Yeah.
But as far as initially, you keep hearing the term, head on a.
Eric,
on
you've
a
got to
drink.
drive too.
I have to drive 3 houses away. I may.
This is my neighbor, by the way.
I'm gonna Uber it home, okay?
It costs me 12 cents.
I want to see the Uber okay. Cut and action. I want to see the face of the Uber driver when I get in there and drive 2.
That would be hilarious.
Drive 2 houses down.
If we call an Uber tonight,
Dude, I can't make it. I can't make it home. You're gonna take care of it. Right. Okay, where are you going? Just there. You see the house?
Honey, bro.
You have different kind of beers out there. Obviously, you have your porters and your ales, and so maybe you guys are kind of similar. Like myself, like during the wintertime, I kind of like the darker, the browner ales, like the Irish Death. Kind of
one of my favorites.
the darker ones. And in the summer times, I like something a little bit lighter. Like probably the ginger wheat would be fantastic in the summer.
You like the beers you can't see through.
Yeah,
You
pretty
can't
much.
see the light at all.
Midsummer day, you're not looking at a 2016 barrel aged.
Not
stout.
really. No.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't either.
No.
Yeah, if I'm chilling by the pool, I don't want a coffee really malty flavored that's heavy. Yeah, a good ginger wheat
So
I like wheat beer.
I think
I was going to
everybody's
say a
on
good
that.
ginger wheat or
But
a
I
Hippie
think
Shake
that's
would be
where
nice.
IPAs though kind of stands on its own.
Mhm.
That people just drink that all year long,
Mhm.
regardless. I mean, I go heavy more towards barrel aged during the winter time because that's what's available,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get that. It's seasonal, so. If I see it on the menu, whether it be a tap house or a brewery, I'm going to order that because I know that that's not going to be there in a couple months down the road, and I want to sample that. What do they have to offer?
For me, the stout,
No,
the stout tastes a little bit bitter to me. Just, it tastes like bitter chocolate. Like if you're getting like a dark, chocolate, cocoa or whatever it is. It's always got that bitter chocolate flavor to it. What? What are we doing? Drink challenge? Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all calling
Down
me the
the hatch.
slacker all night long?
All right, for the second time, we're going to open the next one.
That's how it's done, son.
Scottish ale.
Why is that?
And you got to do the accent.
Now,
Oh, this is a Scottish ale.
no,
So
this
this is a Wednesday,
Scottish ale.
And it's not crap. I probably just did an Irish accent in there. Or I mean,
I don't know what kind of accent you did, but it wasn't Scottish.
Yeah, it wasn't Scottish at all. Neither is this, but so well.
Now, for
Random
fact,
nothingness.
my
now this is a Scotch ale, you say?
no, it's a
Is that how you talk Scottish?
Alabama, Scottish.
Hi, matey. Is this Scottish ale? You say?
What is an
We're going to take him out back
What
later
he's doing.
and take care of it. Don't worry. No, Scottish ale.
Okay,
Usually my favorite, but out of the 4,
we'll pour it out.
All right,
Well,
Scotch ale. I'm taking the rest.
but out of the 4, this
Josh.
is not my favorite.
Again,
I like it.
So
These
Scotch
guys,
ales are generally your favorite.
these guys
Generally,
took a third of
Scottish ales are my
it. They're
favorite.
gonna finish off the rest. Huh?
This, however, is
You
not
gotta
my
try it,
favorite out of
right?
the 4. I did like the brass
All right.
lamp.
I'm at home right now, so
Josh,
again a heavy pour because I like that head to get that aroma. And yeah, I think that's about halvesies from what they gave us. Look at those light whippers with the Scotch ale.
See, I think a little bit too much of the carbonation.
Yeah, I agree. That was a bad pour. I would have poured better earlier on in the night.
See that, like Lee's? That's a perfect head on it.
I would
I don't
admit
agree.
that's a nice pour.
That's a
Yes.
Lee.
okay.
Yes, my
Doesn't depend
brother-in-law
on the beer.
hated
Question.
beverage.
Okay,
Question
we got
to our
a
Mafia
fail
family.
pour. Well,
Whoa.
good pour if you're Chad.
Good pour for
Fail
me.
pour
And
if you're a normal person.
Yeah, this is wrong.
Fail pour.
this
Maybe.
is
Good pour.
This is super sexy.
We should put this
Super
out to the audience. Like, who has the better pour?
All right.
Vote.
A, B, C,
And-
or D? Which
Now,
We're
was
not
his was
talking
better.
about glasses.
It
will
was
influence the poll, Chad.
A, B, C. Am I C? As in
You're C.
check.
This
This is the pour.
B for best.
A as in A plus.
Or
Number
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not awesome.
Yeah.
So Chad, why is this your favorite?
Well, I generally like Scottish ales. just because of the flavor profile. They're a little bit heavier on the malt. However, in this case with these 4 beers, even though I do like this Bonnie Saint Nan, that's the name of the Scottish ale. I do like it. That brass lamp was so good that it did it for me. That was my favorite.
Bonnie Saint Nan, ABV of 5.4%.
Oh, hey,
IBUs of 19, so real low on the
don't
IBUs.
forget the cherry smoked porter aspect of the title of this product right here.
Ooh.
It's it's got a good dark look to it.
Do you taste the cherry though?
I can't taste the cherry, but I can taste the smoke.
So
I can taste the smoky flavor.
here's what they say on their site: black and yet light inconsistency. I don't know if I'd say light, but background hints of real cherry and smoked malt meld with the roasty overtones to form a delightful drinking experience.
I can definitely taste the smokiness of the
I haven't tasted
smoky
it yet.
malt, but I don't taste the cherry.
Yeah, I don't pick up any cherry, at least on the aroma.
Wow,
But no cherry.
that smoke hit me hard in that first sip I had.
That's
Very
definitely the flavor profile that I'm tasting is that smoky
Ooh.
flavor.
Lee, what do you think?
Well, I didn't really taste the cherry too much. I mean, maybe just this very, very faint. But yeah, definitely a lot of smokiness in this beer. So yeah, I would concur with that as well.
What does wee heavy mean? Because most Scottish ales are wee heavy.
It means heavy on the wheat,
No.
right?
No, that means it's a wee bit heavy on the
That's a
alcohol.
wee bit heavy.
So wee beers are usually a little bit higher in ABV. However, in this case, do we know what the ABV is on?
Good point on this one. I think it's
This
under
is-
5%.
Yeah, this is a 5.4.
Oh,
So
wow.
just about.
5.4. But we had something else. I don't remember.
But
what
like
it is.
a wee heavy is usually around 7.
Yeah.
Or higher.
Or
So
higher.
I've had
That's what I mean. 7 or higher.
So even
Yeah.
though this is a Scottish ale, it's not way heavy.
You know, this is a wee light.
We like.
So
Is that Tim?
is there an acronym?
It's a wee medium.
WLSA. WLSA. We like Scotch ale.
We are officially done.
We're
Wow.
done.
Josh and
We drank
Lee.
a lot of beer.
Golly, yeah, no kidding.
All right. So again, recap: we had the ginger wheat, we had the brass lamp brown,
Hippie Shake,
the hippie shake, we had the Bonnie Saint Nan.
Bonnie Saint Nan.
All right. So now comes the point of truth. What was your favorite?
I'd have to go with the brass lamp brown. I really like the kind of the maltiness, caramel taste of it. Yeah, I like darker beers. That's my preference. I mean, I do like there's IPAs out there, the ones that are higher and sweeter. Higher in the IBU content. But yeah, the brass lamp was for me it just really stood out. Just as far as that kind of richness, that caramel taste. So that was my favorite.
So Josh, what was your favorite?
I'd go with the Hippie Shake. I mean, I'm kind of leaning more towards the IPA genre for me right now. I'd agree with that being their top seller.
Mhm.
I mean, I'd buy it again, over and over.
Yeah. I thought it was very tasty.
Yeah, I can't expound on that. It's a good main runner IPA.
Mhm.
Nothing citrusy, whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Lee? Oh, wait, we already did Lee.
Lee.
Chad?
All right. I'm gonna have to agree with Lee. Normally I'm a Scottish ale guy, and this Scottish ale was great. There was nothing wrong with this Scottish ale, but that brass lamp was so good
Mhm.
that is my top pick.
Yeah.
It was sweet. It wasn't overpoweringly sweet though. It was just the right amount of sweetness, very light in the hops flavor.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
For me, it was really close to the brass lamp and the ginger wheat. But for me, the ginger wheat wins out just because I'm a wheat guy and I can drink a light flavored beer anytime. There has to be special occasions to drink, the darker, stouts and brown ales. So the ginger wheat wins out for me. But just real light ginger flavor. and a week guy.
All right.
Well, there you have it. So again, we're talking about Highlands Hollow. It's a great place, great atmosphere. I mean, we all love the atmosphere,
Yep.
right?
We had a great
We
time.
all love the beer on varying levels.
We'll
None of
do
them
it.
were bad. And this is 4 of 9 that they have on tap, and they have a total of 14 recipes. So stop by anytime,